We have 867, give or take, communities in Iowa under 5,000 people that are probably going to need a wastewater treatment upgrade in the next 10 years. Just Walker, Iowa alone, who got a new system, if appropriately sized, could have saved $250,000. So if you take $250,000, or maybe an average of $100,000, since some of these systems may be smaller, and you multiply that times 867 communities, that's a lot of money. And so the idea is, hey, why not have Des Moines, the University of Iowa, and the City of Iowa City partner in a way to get the funding here so that then we can better serve what is increasingly rural Iowa. Iowa becomes more and more rural all the time. These towns need some help. So why not use our public research institution like the University of Iowa to solve some problems for folks?
My goal ultimately here is to come up with kind of a traveling workshop almost that would reach out to the 6 different regions of the state. Would be a place to start. The DNR field offices, there's 6 of them, but to reach out to the communities in each one of those regions, have a workshop that goes there and sit down in a setting just similar to this and have a discussion and have our meeting and invite other towns to come in where they can ask questions about what's coming up. They can hear the interaction that we have. We can hear what kind of plans, what kind of future things are going to bring to those communities so that they can start to prepare financially and organizationally and everything else for changes that might be coming down the line. Our target communities are communities of 5,000 or less population across the state, which is a huge fraction of the communities in Iowa. What ultimately my goal is to look at research, to look at technology, to look at funding, and to look at regulations of what's coming up in the future, and take that information and make this committee and take this committee for at least to the 6 different regions of Iowa and have more or less a traveling workshop where we go, we sit down with the communities, we listen to what they have to say, and we give them an opportunity to listen to, kind of the interaction between all of these stakeholders in this committee and see what's coming so that they can know, hey, we're going to have to deal with this, if not tomorrow, sometime in the near future, we're going to have to deal with these changes, and hope to get them prepared and educated and ready and know who's out there to help.
In Iowa, we have a huge, nutrient discharge or nutrient pollution problem. And so these small communities and other systems could actually contribute to the solution if we find ways to use those same microorganisms in there to actually convert some of the nitrogen to nitrogen gas that can then float away. And so that's part of what we want to do as well at Walker and other places. It's an investment in rural Iowa. Big towns already have what they need. We just did a $55 million wastewater treatment plant upgrade here in Iowa City. We got the money to do it. Small town doesn't have the money to do it. So why not leverage our resources here so that these small towns can catch a break?